Hey everybody, it's me Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz, the universal frequency. Strengthen up your aura just like Goku. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourself today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to great days. Now today I'm going to actually cover the astrological event that took place yesterday, but yesterday I did the whole month of July, and I didn't really cover in depth the single events, so I'm actually just going to cover it today. And today's video is actually going to be Mars opposing Saturn. Let's get right into it, alright? Let's not waste any time with this. So, Mars opposition to Saturn. Okay, I'm basically just going to cover everything about Mars and Saturn, and I'm also going to cover the aspect of opposition, and then I'm going to further give some of the situations that I have seen from this energy. Okay, so for starters, Mars, if you do not know, is ruling the sign of Aries, which is the god of war, and Mars is the planet that is known for its raw, active, highly dynamic, fiery, warrior-like, passionate energy, and it even correlates to our animal mind more often, or even our animal instinct, okay? And it even will have you very full of desire, okay? Maybe in a romantic sense, or it doesn't have to be romantic, but in a sense of relationship, it will actually have you looking more towards somebody's physical body instead of a soulful or spiritual connection with one another. Okay, so like I said, Mars is that raw, active, highly dynamic, fiery, passionate, warrior-like energy that is more animalistic and also more desireful. Okay, so Mars is actually highly masculine as well, and anything that is masculine will naturally exteriorize us, and further, anything masculine is also highly mental or electrical. So Mars is also very mental and very exteriorizing in expression, and also very egotistical. You could say egotistical, or you can say more objective. Okay, let's use objective. More objective and exteriorizing, electric, and or mental. Okay, so Saturn is actually the planet that rules Capricorn, and further, Saturn is the planet known for its contractive natures. It is known for its disciplining. It is also known for the laws of time and or the limitations of the physical, and it is also known for bringing karma, which is actually action in Hindu Sanskrit. Okay, so Saturn is more corresponding to old people. So whenever you see Saturn, you might come into a state of maturity, or you might even want to connect with old people more often, or you might get a subjectivity or a subjective situation where an old person might give you some advice or try and bring you into a state of maturity. Okay, because Saturn is all about discipline, all about maturity, all about contractiveness, and all about the laws of time as well, because further, Saturn is correlating to the Greek god Cronos, which is actually the god of time as well. So further, Saturn is a very malefic planet, meaning it can bring a lot of unfortunate situations, but if you truly know how Saturn works, it will bring you to these unfortunate situations just to bring you into a state of contractiveness, and then further into a resulting discipline. Okay, so that's basically Saturn and all of its energy. There is a lot more, but that is Saturn and its energy. Now, these two planets are in opposition, okay, and their energies are in opposition. So what opposition is? Opposition is an astrological aspect when two planetary bodies come to be across each other on the zodiacal wheel. So Mars right now is actually in Leo, and Saturn is actually in Aquarius because it is in its retrograde. It already went into Pisces, but within Saturn's retrograde, which lasts for like 4 months, I believe, is back in Aquarius. So they are opposites on the zodiac wheel, and whenever two planetary bodies are opposite on the zodiacal wheel in their positioning, it's called an opposition, and basically they just bring in a sense of opposing each other, and their energies oppose each other here on Earth. Okay, so that fiery, dynamic, active energy of Mars, that highly masculine energy, that exteriorizing objectivity, that animalistic and or corresponding animal upsurge, and even the fiery, passionate will that Mars can bring is opposing the disciplined, contractive, maturing natures of Saturn. Okay, and basically what that means is that right now in our lives we might see a upsurge of our will from our masculine energy. Okay, so basically I said yesterday that there would be a lot of questioning going on during this time, and a lot of battle of wills as well. So there is only a battle of wills, and I have seen this all throughout my day yesterday, and I am still seeing this even in today. Okay, a battle of wills, because Mars is basically amplifying our animal tendencies, or even our animal mind or instinct, which is very masculine as well, highly mental and highly electrical, And when it is amplified, it tends to come into battling with another's. Let's say that Mars amplifies your will, right? Your raw, active, dynamic energy to get things done for yourself. Now, when other people come into the mix, there is naturally going to be a entanglement and a battle of your masculine energy, okay? And that is just how Mars has us. It has us very willful. And I, for myself, have already seen battles of will throughout my household, okay? And it is naturally bringing us to a state of wanting to release this powerful warrior-like masculine energy as well, okay? And you can do that, or you can completely be disciplined and patient and mature through this temptation or this temperamental fluctuation to basically come into a state of patience instead of just releasing all of your masculine energy for the destructive period. Because with Mars and its masculinity or its objectivity, there can be a period of destruction that comes from releasing this masculinity as well. And if you follow through instead of opposing or resisting those Saturn energies, which bring us contractiveness, discipline, and mature nature, then you can be patient, and you can, kind of distance yourself instead of falling into a temptative, temperamental state of fluctuation. And you can further come into a state of disciplining yourself and your animal mind to come into a state of maturity that will actually have you more in a state of growth, okay? And that is basically the energies of this astrological event. So for myself, like I said, I have already went through the battle of wills between my family, okay? Everybody yesterday in my household was literally just at odds with each other, or just trying to impose their wills on each other animalistically, but with a sense of discipline and maturity in the back of that as well, backing it up, okay? So very, very great astrological event for coming into a state of discipline and maturity, okay, when it comes to our animal instinct or our animalistic desires, okay? Now, further, today, the situation that arose from this astrological event was actually that literally just a while ago, before I started recording, a kid actually came up and walked right here on my street, and he started talking to me, and then he seemed very aimless, very kind of like an animal. We are all animal in nature, but we are also all human. Either way, we are all animal, and animals are very much aimless most of the time. They just kind of go about life and are joyful, and this is what this kid was basically stirred up in. He was very much aimless, and he kind of just walked on my lawn after talking to me a little bit, and he even asked me for some money, right? But I just did not give him any. I refused. So he kind of just walked to my backyard, and I was like, okay, this is odd. I basically went to my backyard, and he was just throwing the stuff that I basically had on the grass, like my sandals, and I basically brought in that maturity and that, that discipline and that Saturn energy to basically tell him to completely get off the property. And he was resistant at first. He was resistant at first, okay? I was actually going to say something else, but that's why I also brought up the two. But he was resistant at first, and that is the battle of the wills going on from that objective masculinity. And I basically brought in that maturity and that growth and that discipline Saturn energy to basically just tell him to leave the property and get off the lawn, because I felt as though he was falling into some sort of temptation to maybe steal or thief something from me. And yeah, that is basically another situation that manifested from this astrological event. So I do hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Like I said, comment down your situations or your manifestations from this astrological event for yourself, and I will read them. Okay, subscribe over here to the left of me and support the channel. Help me reach 50 subs. Drop a like on this video to the right of me. Generate some static electricity from the ethereal body. It needs to be strengthened and realized for the collective rise in consciousness. I love you guys. Have a great day and peace out.